Prepare yourself, guys. June is coming upon us, and you know what that means. Yes, that means we're going to have an entire month dedicated and built to promote Satan's biggest and most well-known characteristic, which is pride. And they like to do it in the form of the alphabet agenda. And they like to jam as much as they possibly can, of course, every month of the year that they can. But June is special to them. They like to make it as dedicated to Satan, pride, and sexual perversion as much as they can. And so it should come as no surprise that Hollywood and the media are releasing this new documentary. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Zach, the WretchedWatchmen. Thank you guys for joining me today. And today I'm bringing you a little bit of news when it comes to what we can be preparing for, what we should be preparing for when it comes to the month of June. June, of course, is Pride Month, and they love to promote the sexual perversion, the alphabet agenda, everything that falls in between. And as we know, they're getting more and more daring when they continue to start stepping into things like bestiality, pedophilia, and other things as well. They continue to push that to the limit as much as they possibly can. And as we know, we're getting closer and closer to surpassing Sodom and Gomorrah when it comes to the actual, the absolute sick and twisted things that they do. But we understand that Satan is the prince of the power of the airwaves, which means things that come across our media, things that come across Hollywood, radio, music, movies, online, everything like that. He's in full control of it because he's the king of this world right now. And what he's doing with this latest documentary called Queer Planet, coming out of NBC Universal and the Peacock streaming platform, it's all about trying to unite humans with animals and the planet as much as they can. And the entire documentary is about how these animals and how the planet, including things like plants and mushrooms and whatnot, how they are basically queer themselves. They're bisexual, they're queer, they're alphabet, they change their genders. And so it's another aspect, according to these people, that unites humans with the planet, with animals. And so we have the oneness mystery religion that's getting just flashed across in this documentary. Before I go any further, hopefully you guys didn't eat anything. Hopefully you don't lose your lunch. But here's a clip from the trailer that they released of what we could be looking forward to this coming June. Yeah, right. Let's take a look.
Our planet is home to over 11 million species.
Everything you were taught as a kid is wrong.
You make me wanna dance. Gay penguins, bisexual lions, sex-changing clownfish.
This is a queer planet.
Queerness has always existed.
It's only in humans that we have such a stigma about it.
It's much longer trailer. It's about a minute, but that's about all I'm going to show you. Let's just say, even in the trailer, there was some things that kids should not be seeing. We shouldn't even be seeing some of the jokes and innuendo that they put in there. I'm not going to show you any of that. Caution, be warned. If you do go and you look up the trailer, but I think you guys get the gist of what's going on. And of course, they're taking it in the way of it's so natural. Everything in the world itself, the plants, the animals, all these different species and stuff, they all are queer. They're all bisexual. They all have their own alphabet agenda. It's from the beginning of time. It's natural. It's how it's supposed to be. But it's the humans that have this stigma that they don't want to embrace it, and they don't want to promote it, and they don't want to flaunt it. And it's the humans' fault that they're not embracing the natural world that's in front of us. That's how they're portraying this. That's how they're pushing it. And of course, you've got people there with the most random looking hair and the complete, I mean, just whoever, the people who are presenting this, it's quite obvious where they stand when it comes to this. But this is part of the mystery religion of what we see going on today when it has to do with Oneness Planet. It has to do with the fact that we are all interconnected. We are all one with each other. And it's Mother Earth, Mother Goddess, that rules over us and sets the rules for everything. And since from the beginning of time, as these people said, the entire world has embraced queerness, then we are to do the same in order to continue to go on the path of embracing Mother Earth and all the natural laws that she provides. And this is part of it. This is the deeper aspect of it. And it's not, going all the way down, but it's part of the deeper aspect of what's rooted behind all of this alphabet agenda that continues to come our way. We see the repercussions of it all the time. We see the repercussions of it, whether it's, the things going on in schools and what they're trying to do, of course, with media and Hollywood, with all of that stuff, and the transgender and drag queen story hours and the different things that they're doing at sporting events and all this stuff. We understand what they're trying to do. We see the repercussion of it, and everybody just slaps the woke tag on it, and without understanding where wokeism comes from. Now, I've done a series called the End Times New Age series where I break down how this alphabet agenda goes all the way back to the roots of mystery religion, going all the way back to the roots of Babel, and how it has progressed all the way up into this point, and how there's the feminine, divine feminine, and how there's the oneness. And I break all that stuff down and how it's been interjected into all the governments and the schools and everything like that. So if you haven't seen that series, go and check it out, because it's long, but I'll tell you what, I go through all that stuff and I show how it's much more than just wokeism. There is a deep-rooted mystery religion, which when we read in Revelation 17, it has to do with mystery, Babylon the Great, the whore of Babylon, and how she is trying to, or how she has ultimately had all of these tentacles come out of her, and now she's starting to bring them all back to one. And of course, we understand that's going to be the one world religion, which hits the main point where Satan takes her out, takes his place upon the abomination of desolation, and claims, "Worship me, I am God." And that's where the one world religion is going to peak at that moment. Now, this is stuff that, again, is the deeper aspect of what we see going on when we see things like this. This is sick. This is an abomination to the root of it. And there's so much. I could break down the entire trailer for an hour if we had time, which I'm not going to do that. I'll save you from that. But the fact is Pride Month is coming upon us. They're already preparing for it. They're already getting things ready. And the fact is it's not just woke. This is the mystery religion on the move. And she is making her presence known, whether we recognize it or not. Unfortunately, we have many Christians who are aware of the woke aspect of it, and they understand that it's wrong, but they're not seeing really the spiritual warfare of what's going on behind it, what's really leading this. And as we know, we're told that this isn't a war against flesh and blood. These people that we saw in the trailer, they're the mission field. They're not our enemy. They are the mission field, but it's the spiritual warfare, the mystery religion that is leading it behind it, that we are truly trying to battle. And so we got to understand our enemy. We got to know what's going on, especially since we're about ready to enter into a very perverted month. So put on the armor of God, prepare yourself, get educated on what's going on, and be prepared to answer questions and tackle some of this stuff. Screaming woke in somebody's face isn't going to fix anything. It's actually going to push them further away from the Lord. Calling names and stuff like that is only going to push them further away. They're not the enemy. They are the mission field. Remember that. Arm yourself with knowledge and with answers. A lot of these people, unfortunately, they don't like facts. They don't like knowledge. They don't like information. They just like the narrative and the propaganda that they've been told. But still, screaming woke in their face is going to accomplish a lot less than if you're able to counter every point that they bring to you. So get educated, put on the armor of God, prepare yourself for this upcoming month. It's never fun. It's never pretty, but it's here. And we got to continue to stand for righteousness and spread the truth, as well as the gospel of Jesus Christ while we're here. So be ready for that, guys. All right, I'm going to leave you guys right here. I think I've lectured you enough on what's going on. Again, if you haven't seen the End Times New Age series and want to know about how all this is wrapped up in it, go check it out. Guaranteed it'll be worth your time. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and Maranatha.